Good morning, everybody. This is our astrology weather forecast for the 8th of June, 2025. And we have a few things going on today. It's a busy day. Mercury does enter Cancer today and will transit Cancer until the 26th of this month. But Mercury first makes a conjunction with Jupiter at that very last degree and very last seconds of Gemini. Sun is sesquiquadrate to Pluto, and the moon is still in Scorpio. So, a few things here. Um, the tone changes as Mercury comes into Cancer. That is a period of time where communication is more focused on emotion, what we're doing throughout the day. We're more considerate about what's closer to us, and more involved in intimate conversation or conversations that are, have some depth, have some meaning, have some gravity to them. We don't have the experimental, let's try a little bit of everything and jack of all trades kind of surface stuff that we do in Gemini. So it changes when it comes to what it is and who it is that we're seeking out in daily life, um, on a general scale. First, though, Mercury and Jupiter are together at that very, very last degree in seconds in Gemini. And this is a new cycle of broader, more encompassing understanding because we have the small mind, the monkey mind, the mercurial mind, the small fact coming to mix with and align with the big picture, the real, the bigger meaning of something. So we take a letter, which is Mercury, and we put it into a sentence or into a more complex, excuse me, a more complex structure or system of understanding. We get it, is what happens. And it, this is a good combination. They're naturally opposite to each other. Mercury and Jupiter, their natural relationship is an opposition. But when they come to an accidental angle, like a conjunction, it brings this unity to what can be very irreconcilable differences. Differences in ideology, differences in interpretation or understanding. Because there isn't a consequence or a you versus me or a polarization here. It is more of an appreciation for what is, yet unlearned. Those kinds of things are not something that we fear. We embrace what is unknown or what we personally can't say that we're, responsible for. There's less of the egoic back and forth, the duality that helps us to, creatively make ourselves up because we have what's natural in opposition coming into a conjunction where that duality more manifests as a unity. It's easier to understand things today. It's easier to communicate. It's easier to see the bigger picture. It's easier to reach out. It's easier to forgive. See, Jupiter is the big balm in the sky. He's fortune, and we're linking fortune. with everyday stuff and communication, and it can make us feel really good to engage with people in our more immediate environment, friends. There's an appreciation for others' opinions and for other points of view. It's a social day, all in all. The sun's sesquiquadrate to Pluto is something that does have us looking at how we're showing up. Are we using methods of control or are we in our power? Anytime we have Sun or Mars aspects to Pluto, we're going to ask that question and be more or less successful depending on the angle. But we can not feel seen, and we have to ask ourselves when we have these Sun Pluto aspects, why is that? Am I not seen because I'm not with the right people who cannot recognize my worth, or am I not seen because I'm hiding in some way, or is, being in the shadows in service to not knowing myself or shame issues, or is it in service to what I want to direct that towards? Because sometimes being a bit more obscure is absolutely in service to the outcome that we want to have. But it with it because it's the sun, that's our most conscious out aspect of self, willpower. We're looking at, how we use our Pluto power in service to ourself, or does it actually dim our light and our expression, and we may not be aware of that. So blind spots come to the surface, and we also have the moon continuing through Scorpio, which will add to this self-awareness that can develop if we can look at some of our trust issues and limiting ways of being and really come more into our power instead of feel that we are using methods of control that actually in the long run when we look at things more clearly are more disempowering to ourselves and others and less life affirming than we intend. Okay, I think that's all that's on the books today for exact things that are going on. I will check in with you guys later, maybe. Um, it's a good day to have, common conversations. So, if there's somebody in your immediate environment, family member, um, even a pet that needs a talking to, or that we need to, connect with in a more broad way, don't feel afraid to reach out because those Mercury Jupiter makes it more likely that our optimism will result in a good outcome. So, also, if there are things that you want to sign up for in terms of gaining more information, um, joining, groups or associations that can broaden our mind, this is a good day to put in those applications or those requests because we have a whole new cycle of learning beginning. So, see you guys later.